Is there a way that I don't look like a fat bastard? Is there an angle? Not really.
Oh, wait, go back to the other camera. The other one. Yeah, that angle, you don't look like a fat bastard.
Ah, you got me there, then.
Yellow one.
No,
No,
blue one.
blue one.
No,
Other blue one.
you missed it because the other... There we
There
go.
we go. Hello and welcome to the Fanboys Central Podcast. My name's Ash. I'm here with, once again, with Adam and Jake. You all right, boys?
Hello, matey.
You all good?
I'm fine, thank you.
All right,
Excellente.
Good to hear it. Good weeks?
Well, yeah, it's nearly the end of the week, so good for me.
This is a different one for us. We're recording on a Thursday rather than a weekend.
Well, we have to because we've got plans this week. Well, I've got plans this weekend, so we can't record on Sundays, which is the usual day.
And I think, to be fair, we've got quite a bit of news to get through today, even though it's only been, 4 days since we last recorded, something like that?
Yeah, news travels fast in the world of a nerd, so...
It does, and
also, for COVID-19's killing it for us all, literally.
It's literally, it's stopping everything. It's ridiculous. We've had so many pushbacks, we've had so many cancellations, and on the podcast, we're here to cover it all.
Yeah, well, I'd say the main one. What is it fair to say that E3 is the biggest game press event of the year?
Yeah.
yes,
Would you say that's true?
Yeah, I'd go with that.
Well, it's cancelled, mate, so it's no longer the biggest game event of the year, unfortunately.
It would have been the biggest game event of the year.
Well, it would have been.
Yeah, it would have been.
it is a dying convention though. I think E3.
It is a dying... Well,
You were saying that PlayStation already pulled out of it, didn't you?
PlayStation pulled out a couple of years ago. They've been doing their own events, and
What do you mean by it's in a dying event? Explain.
I think we're past the point of
No spoilers coming here, is there?
no spoilers. I don't know anything that's coming at E3 this year.
Sorry.
Or was, but I think it's got to that point now. I think really announcing games at E3, most of them get delayed, and I think the thing is that they're always preemptive at E3. So I think they announce games and they say, "Oh, we're going to sit to this deadline," and the games never tend to.
I think E3 is going to turn more into like a console announcement sort of.
I don't think so. I think they'll do their own separate things because obviously PlayStation, obviously Xbox had their event where they announced Series X, and then PlayStation they're going to have their own one this year.
Yeah.
At some point, I hopefully in the next month or two, because that'd be something good to talk about. PlayStation 5. At least we know it's called PlayStation 5, and not going from 360 to 1 to Series X.
Yeah, but I think it was always going to be a given that PlayStation was going to go PlayStation 5, considering they've always gone down the route of 1, 2, 3, 4.
Basic, but good.
Yeah, Xbox like to switch it up a little bit.
Doesn't make sense.
It sounds better.
360 to 1.
Yeah, it's the first start in a new generation of Xbox consoles.
But is it though?
Well, it was better than the rest of them, so yeah.
Anywho, I'm going to take us off. Well, not take us off E3
Yeah,
because
we'll stick to E3 a bit.
let's look at the quote and who wants to be the person that gets to read this quote.
I don't
Let me
mind.
transfer to that camera. So, Jake, go on, give us a read.
After careful consultation with our member companies regarding the health and safety of everyone in our industry, our fans, our employees, our exhibitors, and our long-time E3 partners, we have made the difficult decision to cancel E3 2020, scheduled for June 9th to 11th in Los Angeles.
Sad face.
Sad face.
Sad face.
It's a bit gutting, but yeah.
It's a good time for things to get announced, but I think we're at this point now. I think games should only be announced when they know that they're ready and they know it's in a state to be shown.
I was more looking forward to it because obviously we have the consoles coming out at the end of the year, probably Christmas time.
Mm-hmm.
It is this year, isn't it? I think it's 2020.
Series X
Yeah,
comes
I'm
out
pretty
this
sure
year.
it's this year.
Yeah. So I was looking forward to seeing what was going to be, what they were going to be all about. But they're going to announce them. So we had, what's his name?
Phil Spencer.
Phil
Not
Spencer.
to be confused with Phil Spencer from Location.
So Phil Spencer,
watch
the
it.
head of EA, I was going to say, sorry.
E3.
The head of Xbox. No, head of
Xbox, sorry, my bad.
We need to kind of do our research, I think,
Yeah.
guys. He announced on Twitter that E3 has always been an important... See, Jake, do the reading, please. I can't read.
I'll take this one.
Oh, he's got it.
Go on,
I'll
Ash.
take this one.
I didn't know you could read.
Thanks, pal.
Sometimes when it suits me. E3 has always been an important moment for Team Xbox. Given this decision, This year will celebrate the next generation of gaming with the Xbox community and all who love to play via an Xbox digital event. Details on timing and more in the coming weeks.
So at least we'll have no coughing during the digital event. Well, that's what we'd be hoping for anyway, because what's the point? May as well just add it at E3 then.
I think this will be quite good for some developers, obviously, because last year at E3 we had Diablo Immortal. I don't know if anyone watched the Blizzard.
Was that meant to be Diablo 4? Or Diablo 4 is a separate game?
Everyone was getting excited for Diablo 4, and they announced a mobile game. And
it's a mobile game.
the reaction was quite sour, and I feel like gaming is heading towards mobile, and I feel like at E3 there would have been a lot of not solely on mobile.
It can't just be mobile.
It won't just be, but obviously I think a lot of games are heading towards mobile.
Do you think? Well, there's more money in it, I guess.
Yeah,
I think certain titles are definitely bringing out mobile games because they know that they can charge people to actually play the games. But I think they're just little sort of tasters to keep people involved with the title. So like Game of Thrones, it's finished, but they're just bringing out a new mobile game now.
Are they?
Yes.
What is it?
I'm almost positive they are. I'd have to double check. It might not be Game of Thrones.
Ash might be talking out of his ass.
I might be talking out my ass. It does happen quite a bit. I know that there has been a new mobile game being released soon, and I'll double check it while we're talking.
You double check that. You did prove us wrong about the Obi-Wan game last week, so
I did prove
fair
us
play
wrong.
to you.
So I could be right here, and you could be.
Well, you know, since you've kind of proved us wrong, I believe a lot more of what you say, mate. So
Thank you, appreciate it.
the fact that game was true and it did exist, and I'm still surprised. I can't believe I'd never even heard of that game before.
It was a good. As I say, for its time, it was a good game.
I don't remember it. I don't remember it. Well, I did have the original Xbox, I think, but I don't ever remember having that. I remember having the games like on the original Xbox, like the Lord of the Rings game that we played as Sam. Remember that?
Oh, that was in the Fellowship, wasn't it?
Yeah, Fellowship.
of
You
the
could
Ring,
play.
wasn't it?
You could play as different characters.
Because I remember you had the Hobbit.
It wasn't. There was a game where on the original Xbox where you could just play with
What
the
was
main
it? A
character.
Soul Sam game.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was called.
That.
I don't remember. I remember the Hobbit, obviously the Bilbo Baggins game.
Yeah, I remember.
Oh,
that
maybe
one as
that's
well.
what it was.
That's probably
Yeah.
the one that you're
Maybe
thinking
that's
about.
what I'm thinking.
I was going
of.
to say Samwise might have been a
Sam wouldn't have a
weird
game.
choice to have a game for.
He wouldn't have his own game.
But I mean,
Maybe you're right. Maybe I'm wrong. But we'll,
in all fairness,
next week we'll have the answer
We
for that.
will
one.
have the answers for that. But one of the things that I was very disappointed to sort of hear about with E3 being cancelled, and one of the things that I'm sure you boys would, after reading it, would know that I was quite looking forward to.
don't know why.
They were supposed to confirm the new Harry Potter game that was supposed to be coming out.
Well, is that guaranteed? I know there's the talks that they were going to do
It's
it.
rumoured because they were. I know that they were going to talk about the new Batman game as well.
Court of Owls.
But is it? Well, it's obviously. Is it Rocksteady doing another one?
Nice. Warner Brothers Montreal did Arkham Origins.
Meh.
So I think Rocksteady are kind of staying away from that. They're working on another project, I think.
Origins wasn't terrible.
Origins was good, but it didn't fit in with continuity of the Arkham series. Obviously,
No, it didn't.
Joker was voiced by Troy Baker.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I don't think it was Kevin Conroy that did the voice.
No, it wasn't.
In fact,
There were guys that kind of sounded similar,
yeah,
but
obviously
they weren't.
Troy Baker had his own style with the
That
Joker
was
and
the
Arkham
one game
Origins.
that you could actually go in the proper Batcave.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Because you can't do that in Arkham Knight, can you?
No, you can't do it in Asylum.
No, you can't.
Can't,
They've
no.
got a Batcave in the Asylum, but it's the one that he made
Yeah,
ready,
made one. Yeah,
ready, especially in case of a bad situation.
I'm just gonna put it away just for a second.
What are you pulling away? I love your little
I know,
segues.
I like doing this. Game of Thrones Beyond the Wall is out on iOS on March 26th with the Android version coming April 3rd.
what kind of game is it though?
I can imagine it'll be another sort of
Like
a strategy game maybe, like because I think you've got Game of Thrones Conquest,
Yeah.
where you build up your town. I think it is.
Yeah, I
and you
spent about
can-
£100 on that game.
Oh God.
Yeah, I'm a sucker for mobile games. Injustice too. I don't want to talk about how much
God.
money I spent on that.
I think mobile games are horrendously bad.
Oh yeah, have you seen that episode of South Park
Which one?
about the mobile apps? Canada brings out a terrorist and Philip
No,
mobile game.
no, I've not seen that
I've not
episode.
seen that one
Watch it.
either.
It's very relatable.
Okay,
Watch it.
is it based in the Canada? Because the Canada episodes I always skip. I don't know why. I've got nothing against Canada, but I never find them funny. I couldn't find the Terrence and Phillip.
Ah, fuck your buddy.
I just like to kick the baby.
Don't get the baby.
Kick the baby.
Okay.
But obviously we've had a bit of leak gameplay with the Harry Potter game.
Is it real?
Which I think obviously the leak gameplay makes me think that it is real, and the fact that it's going to be, from what I've heard, it's an RPG based game where you're a Hogwarts student, which joins in the 5th year, I think it is. So you don't actually start Hogwarts from the beginning.
It's set in the 1800s.
Something like that, yeah.
That's a long time.
I haven't
Harry
heard
Potter.
too much about it. But yeah, it's like an RPG game where you can you get to pick your house and learn spells and go through it all.
This sounds like your wet dream, mate. If I'm
It
honest.
sounds perfect.
Would
for
it
me.
be? Would it be
I would
online?
Absolutely perfect.
Would it
That'd
be
be
online?
pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool if it was online. I'd play it. Definitely.
I'd play it.
I love it. I like Harry Potter. I've got nothing against it. I'm not like him who hates it.
Yeah.
Chamber of Secrets game is pretty good though.
I'd just like to say I do use my one pen at work.
Do you? Do you really like the one pen? I'm glad you like
I
it,
like
mate.
the one pen. Someone nicked my other pen, so I just pulled out the one from out
Oh,
of my jacket.
wait. So you didn't actually go in work thinking you were going to use it. It's only until you thought that you'd lost someone nicked your other pen
Yeah.
that you then thought, oh, well, I'll have to use this.
I took it. I
pen that
took it
someone
in.
gave me now.
I took it in, and I was just using my other one, and then someone nicked that one. So I was like just rumbling around in my pocket for another pen. I just pulled out the one pen, and I was like,
you didn't
yeah.
hold it especially. You kept it amongst a load of other pens.
No,
so you
I
had
was just looking.
and
I
raring
was just
to go.
looking for another pen, and it was the only pen that was in there.
I feel this is very suspect right now. I feel like you're being very ungrateful. That was a very caring present, you know. The whole £1.50.
You wasted
from
our
Primark.
budget on that.
A whole budget. I mean, we haven't even got a budget.
That was
so-
our yearly budget.
We made no money on it yet, so that come out of my own budget. Yeah.
For our
present from
Trying
me.
to claim expenses on
The
that
present
one.
from your pal.
I appreciate it.
Sat right here, care that much about you. I bought you a Harry Potter pen.
For
I didn't just do it for the podcast, for content.
To be fair, I left
I
it at work.
totally
Someone's-
did do it for the
someone's
podcast.
probably nicked it out of my jacket, if I'm honest with you.
For our American friends, £1.50 is about $2. That's for you.
Thanks for Mr. Currency over here. Cheers for that.
That's all right.
Exchange
To
rate.
be fair, but on the American, like we've actually reached a person in America with
Yes.
our podcast, which is absolutely mad.
Hello, Mr. Friend from America.
Hello.
I'll pan the camera so everyone can wave.
Hello.
Hello.
Thank you for listening.
We know you're listening.
Hopefully you didn't listen to that little snippet of the podcast and thought, fuck this, I ain't listening to these guys ramble on. And you're going to stick around to listen to more episodes. So
Let's hope so.
And I will say as well that we have told Jake off a lot for the spoilers in the last
Yeah.
video, and he is under strict instruction not to use any spoilers.
Are we
anymore.
doing a 6-month rule? I think that's fair.
what, that you don't do a spoiler for 6 months? Oh, no,
the
the film
if
has to be out for
something's been
6
out
months.
for 6 months,
6
then
months.
we can talk
I
about it.
prefer that you just don't do a spoiler for 6 months at a time.
Yeah,
I'm
I think
happy to let
that
it
works out
slip
quite
every
well.
now and then, but well, you know, you did bad, but
I did.
I feel like you've learnt your lesson.
Forgiven. Yeah,
So
no.
you've had
Yeah.
you've had your spoilers up until like August now. So
This is only strike one. You do 3 strikes, you're out.
All right, out. Out of the podcast.
I think you reached about 6 strikes in the last podcast.
I don't know what you're on about. I only ruined Sonic.
Yeah, a lot of people haven't. It's all just come out. A lot of people haven't seen Sonic.
It was about shoes.
I might go and see
That's
it
an
this weekend. To
important
be
thing.
fair,
That's an important thing. Have you watched Joker yet?
I knew this was coming. No,
Nah.
I know. I'm disappointed in myself.
Well, last week when I asked you we asked you if you'd watched Joker, and you said no, you came back at me saying, "Are glasses real or do they exist in the Star Wars canon?" And I can confirm they do. I don't know which episode. There's actually, when I googled it, they're on. There's a thing called Wikipedia, which is like Star Wars Wikipedia.
Yeah.
And it was like 20 other episodes that apparently got glasses in them. So
Glasses are.
the more you know, everybody. Glasses do exist.
So I can wear my glasses for Comic Con.
No, well, I don't think we get away with that.
I think Jedis have very good eyesight.
Well, they got to, haven't they?
Yeah,
Got to see those double lightsabers coming at you, boy.
they are 2020 sight.
On
Well, they don't actually. The guy in Rogue One can't even
Oh,
see.
he's blind. He's,
But
not,
he-
he's not a Jedi though, is
Yeah,
he?
he's like a guardian of the wills. He may as well
and
have
if
been
you
a
play
Jedi.
if you play Knights of the Old Republic 2, there's a couple of blind. There's a blind Jedi and a blind Sith in that as well.
There is. You are correct.
I think there's actually a whole planet. I want to say sort of species on a planet, which are blind and force sensitive, and they use the force to see.
Ah.
So what,
I
like,
don't remember that.
It's a character. I don't know the name of the species, but I know the name of the character, and the character's called Vissus. I think her name is.
That's a very specific name, so you know that's the name, really.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the name. I don't know if that's how it's pronounced, but I'm pretty sure that's the name.
Okay.
But on Comic-Con, do you think that's going to be something that's going to be affected by the coronavirus?
What, COVID's going to go and get rid of it?
Potentially.
I hope not, because I'm really looking forward to that.
Well, you've had, I think Italy have already said that they're banning gatherings of more than 250 people.
There's going to be a lot more than 250 people at this Comic-Con we're going to.
Yeah, I know. So, obviously, with the coronavirus going on, that, especially in England, it is gathering pace quite quickly.
Yeah.
It could be something that is affected, which
probably
for us
will
be absolutely gutting.
Yeah, it will be gutting. I can probably see it happening. I hope we get money back on our tickets.
I'm sure
they'll just delay it, won't they?
Well, hopefully
Hopefully they'll just delay it.
Hopefully they don't cancel it. But I want to make sure that we know that it's going to happen soon, because if it doesn't happen soon, like if they don't announce it soon, then we're going to go out and buy outfits and that. And
I'd probably still buy it, to be fair.
well, we've already gone half of it, bought a bloody lightsaber that cost me a fortune.
I've bought my double-bladed lightsaber. You're the only one that hasn't bought anything yet, Jake.
Yeah, we outed him that in the first podcast.
Yeah, we're still outing
need
him.
to keep doing that. Oh.
Yeah, Ash
You haven't bought
hasn't
anything
watched Joker, but Jake hasn't prepared for Comic-Con.
But I will still be prepared, and I bet you by the time Comic-Con comes around, you haven't even seen Joker.
I
Probably.
have seen
Probably,
that someone on our YouTube channel has been watching Mandalorian armor metal plates, like construction, how someone's making. Who's watching those videos?
That's pretty cool. It's not me.
Well, someone's watching. It's him.
I don't know what you mean.
It's definitely you, ain't it? It's definitely you.
That's what you're planning, isn't it?
No, there's nothing in the pipeline. Don't know about.
Yeah, you forget to use your own sort of.
I know. I
logins.
get confused between this channel and
You've done it as well on our Instagram. You've messaged your missus. I think you've replied to a story or something with a couple love hearts off our Fanboys Central page.
Sharing the love, innit? Yeah, well, I have done it. It's hard to do because it automatically doesn't.
Yeah.
Sometimes if you're logged in as you last time and then you go back onto it, it switches you back and it's.
I forget. I've liked one of our posts as the Fanboys Podcast.
That's fine. Showing support for ourselves. That's if we can't support ourselves, who can?
Right. Let's rein it back.
Oh, here we go. Another segue.
I'm reining it back. I have to because otherwise we're going to end up talking about this for an hour.
We're only 16 minutes in, mate. So
we're going to on delays. With the coronavirus, we've had more movie delays confirmed.
Fuming.
So I'll go through them quickly. We've had A Quiet Place 2.
I was looking. I really liked A Quiet Place 1 as well. So that film, I think it's gonna be really good. I like Emily Blunt as well.
It depends because sometimes sequels are very disappointing to the first. So hopefully it won't go down that route and it will actually be something worth watching.
Yeah.
Another sequel. I don't know if you can call it a sequel anymore.
Oh, it's definitely it's a quadruple.
Fast and Furious 9 has also been delayed.
I can't believe there's been 9 films.
But that's been delayed for a year. Fuming.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
April 2021.
Yeah, because I remember you saying that you saw that it was delayed till April, and you thought, so it's out in May. So
why? It's not a delay.
That's not a delay.
And then you see the 2021.
So
does anyone still watch these films? Because I think the last one I watched was not the one that with what's his name that died?
Walker?
Paul Walker.
Is it Paul Walker?
Yeah, the one where he's CGI in it. I never watched that
Number
one.
7.
It's the one before that, when The Rock first came into it.
That's 5.
I don't even think I've watched that one.
Is it 5?
Yeah.
No, it can't be.
I don't even think I've watched that one.
Fast 5 is the first one with Dwayne Johnson in it.
I think I might have skipped. Skipped a couple and gone to Fast 7.
Sure.
Okay. I'm obviously I missed the ending because I don't remember watching the ending in the cinemas and stuff. So
I love Fast.
Sad ending, to be fair, but I don't remember it. Anyway, on to the next film. Go on, Ash.
One that I don't know if you guys have watched the first one. I certainly haven't. The new Peter Rabbit film is also being delayed.
Well, let's just bear in mind you put that film in this list.
I put that on there. I want to put all films on there.
Where did you find that? Did you obviously were googling that earlier?
I just googled films.
You obviously
delayed by the coronavirus.
looking forward to when Peter Rabbit was coming out, and you thought, I'll Google that because that was coming out soon. I can't wait for it. It's been delayed.
I'm going to go with the excuse of I have a 9-year-old brother who might want to watch it.
Bullshit.
I don't know. Yeah, it is bullshit.
That's the biggest bullshit I've ever heard right there, everybody.
Oh, God.
He had his ticket for the midnight screening of Peter Rabbit too.
He could have. Well,
they're not refunding me.
Mulan, the premiere in Europe, also got Not banned. It never got banned.
We're not
Banned
allowed
by
these
COVID-19.
films.
No, it never got banned.
It's making its own rules now.
Has it been cancelled or has it been delayed?
I think
It's been cancelled.
Has it actually been cancelled?
Because the film comes out on the 27th.
Of this month?
Yeah. Wow.
Okay.
Apparently it's going to come out this month.
Going to be.
Well, no. We're calling this now. I reckon by next Wednesday, Mulan will be pushed back till November as well.
Yeah.
Let's call it now. So let's say...
Why so far behind? Why November though? That's a
Well,
long
they
time
ca-
away.
they
Surely
can't
they're going to sort this out by
They
before
can't.
November.
They can't turn around and say that they're going to bring it out in June, because if it's still going on in June, then we're going to have. It's going to end up being delayed again, and people won't go and watch it if it's delayed the second time.
Yeah.
People
true.
are pissed off enough as it is that it's been delayed the first time, let alone like fucking being delayed a second time. Imagine if James Bond was delayed again when we get to November.
Oh, I'll be fuming.
Exactly.
Can't wait for that film.
Exactly.
When did Spectre come out? 2016ish or 2015ish?
15? Oh, no.
I think it might have been a job for Google.
Is this a job for Google?
I reckon it was at the end of 2015. I say either December 2015 or January 2016. It was either at the start of the year or at the end of the year.
26th of October 2015.
Told you.
Boom. Smash that.
Yeah, Skyfall in 2012.
Yeah, I remember
And
Skyfall was
Casino
2012.
Royale in 2006.
That's a bit. I know. I was going to say. Everyone forgets about a Quantum
Quantum of
of Solace.
Solace, 2008.
That film, like I said last week, it ain't that bad.
I quite enjoyed it.
I disagree.
It was not going to beat Casino Royale, but it weren't that bad. Come on.
No. I'll agree to disagree with you.
Okay. Well, listen.
No.
This is an open discussion.
This is an open
No one's
discussion.
right. I don't think I'm right. I'm just saying I like that film.
I mean, it's a good one-time watch.
Yeah.
Like
I
some,
want-
some
I-
films.
Yeah, I
think
haven't
I've only
watched
watched
it
it
a
once.
second time.
Yeah, Casino Royale you could watch over and over again.
Yeah, Casino Royale I've watched a fair few
It was
times.
traumatizing as a kid.
Yeah, it's
she
a
goes
really
down
good
in that
film.
lift. Is that a spoiler?
Stop.
It's 14 years old.
Anything that ruins a movie is a spoiler, technically.
If you haven't seen Casino Royale by now,
Are you going to turn against the podcast now? The amount of people that we must have.
I was
You've
going to
said,
say, we've already had messages
You don't
about
watch-
it, haven't we?
yeah.
maybe the Amish have started listening to podcasts and have only just discovered
Oh.
films, and they're like,
Oh,
"Oh, we
God.
can't wait to." Oh, that's
The hell was that?
Where are these Amish people from, mate?
Right, this is strike two. This is strike two.
Jesus. Know how to get us banned. We're only 3 episodes in.
Right, you've got one more strike, mate, and you're out.
Listen, that was just a really bad accent, yeah.
I don't know
Bloody
where I
hell.
was supposed to be from.
You've lost it now,
Well,
ain't you?
I think we can guess.
Absolutely lost it.
Right, well, since we're on about movies being cancelled, let's go on to we'll go back onto a few gaming news in a minute, but movie news. Should we quickly watch the new Black Widow trailer that has just been released a few days
Yeah,
ago?
I haven't seen that yet.
Neither have I. You've watched it, haven't you?
I've seen it.
Right, okay. Ash, can you bring up the slider for the one next to 4, please,
Yeah, of
mate?
course.
And then I'll just flick over to the video, and then
I just want to say, while you're getting this ready as well, anyone that does want to watch this that hasn't watched it, we will be posting links on our Twitter page and Instagram, so that for everyone that's not watching the YouTube version can go and watch it at their own time.
Yeah, most of the stuff we're talking about is probably very easy to find on Google, whatever.
Yeah.
Most of the stuff is not from articles. Well, we took it from articles and stuff to get the research in, but then we talk about it on the podcast like we know all about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the videos. let's break the fourth wall. But let's switch over to camera 4. Oh, and don't want to skip half the video at the same time.
Right, well, at least we know when it's coming out now.
Right. You ready?
Go for it.
Oh, doesn't help that it's gone through the wrong bloody thing. Bear me 2 seconds. That's better. And here we go.
Sister moved out west. You're a science teacher. Your husband, he renovates houses. You're thinking about moving, but you're gonna wait until the interest rates go down.
That's not my story. Before I was an Avenger, I made mistakes. And a lot of enemies.
Is that Taskmaster? Yeah, boy.
His call sign's Taskmaster. He controls the Red Room. They're manipulated, fully conscious, but no choices.
I should have come back for you. How many others are there?
Enough.
We have to go back to where it all started. So they never do that to anyone again.
We're a family. We fight with you.
You won't win.
I've always found it best not to look into the past.
Good old Hopper.
Okay, you got a plan, or shall I just stay duck and cover?
My plan was to drive us away.
Well, your plan sucks.
At some point, we all have to choose between what the world wants you to be and who you are. I made my choice. I'm done running. Here's what's gonna happen.
Natasha, don't slouch.
I'm not slouching.
You're going to get a back hunch.
Listen to your mother.
Oh my God, this.
Up.
All
Listen.
right, enough. All of you.
I didn't say anything. That's not fair.
Well, I don't really rate Florence Pugh's Russian accent, if I'm honest.
No?
No, I think it's a bit meh.
Feels a bit forced.
Yeah, I just know what she just. I can hear her, like I can hear
Yeah.
her actual voice in it.
Yeah.
Takes me out of the film a little bit. But then again, might be good. It might just be from they might have improved it a little bit when it comes to the film. I doubt it.
You might not notice it. You might just get so into the film that you don't notice the accents.
Is Hopper like a sort of Captain America style?
I love how we
hero?
just call him Hopper now.
Hopper.
Oh, yeah. What's his name in the film? What's his name in this?
Red Guardian.
Red Guardian.
I like how in the you've got the villain that uses the shield. You've got I'm gonna call him Hopper.
Just call him Hopper. That's
you've got
how we all know him.
You've got Hopper that uses the shield, and you've also who was it that was using the bow?
Taskmaster.
Was that Taskmaster
Taskmaster.
as well? Was it? I like the fact that they're bringing like villains with shields and bows as well.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
He's sort of going. Taskmaster seems to be going a
Hawkeye.
little bit sort of medieval with the fact that he's using this a shield. I'm pretty sure I saw a scene with a sword as well, and he's got the bow.
He
I quite like that.
develops all the different techniques from all the people he fights. He studies them.
He studies.
I mean, obviously,
yeah.
for the film, it's going to be a lot different to how he is in the comic book.
He was the bad guy. He was one of the bad guys in the Spider-Man Marvel game as well, weren't he?
He was like the secret side quest, like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
equivalent to like the Riddler
Yeah,
trophies.
That's
in
what I
Batman.
know him from. I've not read any of the comics really.
In
I've
there's
not read any of the comics.
There's an episode of a Spider-Man Disney show with Deadpool.
Okay,
Taskmaster is in. Worth a watch if you want to do a bit of research.
research.
It's a kid show. It's really fun to watch. Deadpool. It's really fun to watch.
I
But
couldn't imagine watching Deadpool as anything other than an R-rated sort of thing.
Deadpool now is just Ryan Reynolds to me. It's-
yeah,
he owns that character like Hugh Jackman owns Wolverine. Like
It's like Pikachu is Ryan Reynolds to me now as well.
really, really.
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds all day long.
Did you ever play the Deadpool game?
No, well, I've
No.
seen gameplay of it. I never played it. I kind of missed that ship. for
It
some
was.
reason.
I've seen gameplay videos of it, and it looks funny.
Yeah, it does look good.
Nolan North is a good Deadpool. Just saying.
Yeah,
I think
Yeah.
the main clip that
He's
I've
a good
seen is
voice
where he's
actor,
just
him.
slapping.
He's very good.
Where
Yeah.
he's just slapping Wolverine over and over,
Over
again.
again. You
Yeah,
just
I've
get
seen that as
slapping the
well.
Yeah,
button.
you could just keep slapping him, which is
a really fun
hilarious.
that's pretty cool.
I like the way it sort of progresses for it as well, which is really cool.
Well, that trailer looks pretty cool. That's not the first. That's like
No,
the
that's the
final
final trailer.
The final
That's
trailer.
the
Yeah,
final trailer for it. Yeah,
Before it gets delayed.
yeah.
that is
Till November.
that's the latest one that's come out. So I think we'd all watch the other ones. Jake, I think you'd watch that
watched-
final trailer already. Me,
I've watched them all.
I think I saw it on Facebook and I was like, right, boys, don't watch this trailer. It's just come out.
But this is the guy that
we'll
can't
wa-
resist the spoilers.
We'll watch it
so
for the podcast, and instantly Jake was just like, "Yeah, I've watched it."
I'm surprised he didn't spoil it for us.
I'm very surprised it didn't.
To be
spoil
fair,
it
there
for
was
us.
nothing in that trailer that was really spoiler
Nah,
heavy.
it's
Nah, we
pretty
sort of
much
knew
all
all
been
of
in
it already.
trailers anyway.
Yeah. But in terms of other Marvel news, Guardians are going to be in 4/4.
I'm looking forward to that.
Love and Thunder. It's kind of. Does that mean that Thor: Love and Thunder is going to come out before Guardians 3? Then obviously,
Yeah, it's got to.
they're going to be in it.
Yeah, because that Guardians of the Galaxy 3 hasn't even been announced.
Has it not been announced?
Officially,
So,
no.
is James Gunn doing this one?
Yeah, so he's come back. He's basically, I think he's doing Guardians of the Galaxy 3 once he's finished wrapping up. I think they've wrapped up Suicide Squad. But I think when they've done production, post-production and all that, I think that's when James Gunn's jumping on Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Well, hopefully, yeah.
Yeah.
I really hope he does the third one. I love those films. They're actually two of my. The second one's okay, but the first one especially is one of my favorites.
I love the soundtrack in the
the
Guardians
sound,
of the Galaxy.
like
films.
the
It's
80s,
so
90s
good.
feel. Yeah, really good.
But what you just mentioned it about Suicide Squad. What we got high hopes for Suicide Squad for
Yes.
the new one?
For the second one,
Yeah,
Well, it's a soft reboot, I think.
yeah,
is it? But is it going to be?
yeah. So I don't think it doesn't follow on
It's
from
not
the
a
first
direct.
one.
It's
does
not a
it?
direct sequel.
No,
But is it the same actors?
no.
Ah, I didn't know
Idris
that.
Elba's in this one. Will Smith isn't.
Do we know who's is he
I
playing?
think-
Is he playing Deadshot?
I think he's Deadshot. Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
but obviously Jai Courtney is coming back as Captain Boomerang.
He was awesome.
I like
he was
it.
good. He
He was
was
Cancer
liked
Foster's. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
fucking awesome.
Margot Robbie's back as Harley Quinn.
Good.
Only Margot Robbie can play Harley Quinn now.
Disagree.
Who else would you have as Harley Quinn?
Anyone but her.
Why?
Do you not like her as Harley Quinn?
I've
I've not seen Birds of Prey. You've seen it, haven't you?
seen Birds of Prey, and it's like turn your brain off stuff. You know what I mean? Like it's not really any good.
I think to be fair though, it was I'm pretty sure Margot Robbie directed it, sort of co-directed it. I'm sure she had a part to play in that.
Everybody else is talking shit again.
Right, I'm finding it.
She probably does, but I mean,
I'm finding it.
I think because I grew up.
You
with,
keep trying to prove me wrong.
I grew up with the animated Batman series and the films. Tara Strong.
She's the one who does the voices.
She'll always be Harley Quinn to me, and I know
And she
physically.
She did the same in Arkham games, didn't she?
Yeah.
So it was her, Kevin Conroy, and Mark Hamill. They all came from the animated series, didn't they? And moved over
the
into
Arkham
the
games,
Arkham
yeah.
games.
So
Lovely.
Margot Robbie was attached to reprise her role as Harley Quinn and would also serve as producer.
That's not director. That's
Okay.
not what you said. So
So I said she had a part to play.
admit you're wrong, Ash.
I was wrong about the director part. I said she had a part to play. I was
Okay.
right about that.
Okay. I still think you're wrong.
I think Suicide Squad is going to be a great film, especially with James Gunn behind it. James Gunn has got a good mind for stuff like that.
Yeah, he's a good director, him. And then
100%.
with 4 as well, it's going to be good with Tahiti Wahiti, as I said last week.
Tahiti to Waititi.
Taika Wahiti.
He's such a good director.
He's a good actor as well.
He's great. Have you Jojo Rabbit? Anyone yet?
No, I've not seen it.
Not
I
that
can't
one.
believe that film came up. It actually got allowed to come out in 2019. That's mental. Did it come out? It did come out last year,
Well,
didn't
yeah,
it?
it came out last
Technically.
year in America. This year.
So
Oh, did it?
what is it? Sorry, I don't think I've ever
Jojo Rabbit.
Yeah, I don't
It's,
think
it's
I've
about
even heard of that.
a little boy in the Hitler Youth,
Oh, okay.
and his imaginary friend is Hitler.
Well, as a kid,
He's a kid. No, not Hitler.
No,
as a
his-
kid,
Oh, was
his
Hitler.
imaginary
His
friend.
imaginary
is
friend
Hitler.
is-
It's during World War II.
I
Full
feel like,
size,
I feel like
fully
I
grown
might have.
Hitler.
I feel like I might have actually seen some
And that's
trailers. for that
Taika
at some
Waititi
point.
playing Hitler, and yeah, the little kid finds a Jew living in his home,
Okay.
and it's all about it's
It's
not
got Scarlett Johansson in it.
Scarlett Johansson's in it
Yeah.
as well. It's a very good film.
Cool.
Very hot. I would say heartwarming, but it's very sad as well.
It's got Hitler as a imaginary
Oh,
character.
it's funny. It's funny, dark. There's one scene in particular. I think it's 8 minutes of probably the best bit of cinema I've seen in a while. 8 minutes.
Careful.
It'll make you
Jake's
laugh.
just knocked his microphone. for
I was
that
getting excited.
loud bang.
I think Jake's trying really hard not to say what the actual scene is
Hold
because
back
he
those
doesn't
spoilers,
actually want to
please.
spoil it.
I'm
So
not-
he's
I'm not
just
spoiling.
hitting his mic
I'm
instead.
not spoiling that.
I think we need to stop Jake from talking about movies in
Yeah,
general that
right.
we've not seen, so that we can at least know that he's not going to spoil something.
I'm not going to spoil Jojo Rabbit.
Don't spoil it.
Promise.
Don't spoil anything in this podcast.
I can
This is a
just put his
spoiler-free
mic down a
podcast.
little bit.
You could do that.
So every time he just starts
We could
going
do.
off on one, I can just put his mic down.
No, I think we need to start trusting him more. I trust him if like I said, 3 strikes he's out. So
He's got two.
he's got 2.
What did they even get the second
What?
one for? I've just
The
forgot.
accent.
Oh, right.
Yeah, the accent.
Yeah, you got
The
the second
accent
one
was
for
bad,
the
mate.
accent.
But we'll just brush past.
We'll
that,
let him
shall
off.
we?
We'll go past that one.
Should we go back to gaming news for a little bit? I know we kind of went on about E3 and COVID.
I think maybe stick to the one last bit of Marvel news that we've got.
Have we got one,
Oh, I have another
one more
bit.
bit?
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
You're right, mate. You're right.
Thank you.
Ash, when you're right, you're right, and I'll admit you're right. Let me.
It doesn't happen often, but
It doesn't happen often.
it does happen every now and then.
You are right.
I have one more bit of news before you do this one.
Go
go
for
on.
it.
She-Hulk TV show.
Oh, wrong camera. Sorry. Go on, carry on.
The She-Hulk TV show is in pre-production at the moment.
Is She-Hulk the Red Hulk,
No,
or is that Red Hulk?
That's Red Hulk.
That's Red
Hulk.
Hulk.
That's Agent Ross.
God,
Thunderbolts.
it's too much for me.
Too much.
All these Hulks.
So with She-Hulk, Mark Ruffalo is set to return as the Hulk in the She-Hulk Disney Plus TV show.
that's
Okay.
pretty cool. I didn't even know there was going to be a TV show.
No, they got a Moon Knight
No.
TV show as well.
Yeah,
If that is for anyone's taste, you know what I mean.
that's pretty cool.
Moon Knight is good. So
I don't think I've even
he tried
heard
to
of
make that
one,
so
be fair.
subtle. So subtle.
I don't even know what he's doing this time.
No, I mean, I'm sure he hasn't got a pen for you this time.
Damn it!
He might have a spoiler sticker for my face.
I think just a fucking muzzle would
I might get it tattooed on my forehead. Spoiler alert.
do. Right, you need to say now whether you're going to do it or not.
I've got nothing to spoil.
No, I mean the tattoo.
Oh no, I might do if people start sending me enough hate. If I get 100 likes on a status I will make on the Twitter next Wednesday or the day the podcast gets released. If I get
Yep.
100 likes on it to tell me to stop spoiling stuff,
Yep.
I will get, spoiler alert, tattooed on me somewhere.
Okay, right. Well, you heard it here. When this podcast gets released, we will put out a tweet as well, and we will share it everywhere. We want people to like that tweet because we want Jake to get a spoiler tattoo. And seeing as he hasn't put a time limit on it as well, which he now can't do, which he now cannot do. No matter when it comes out, we'll put it as a pinned tweet on our Twitter and share it everywhere. And we'll try and get that to 100 likes and get him to get that tattoo.
What I missed? Sorry.
So Jake has now said that when this podcast comes out, we're going to put out a tweet, and if that tweet gets 100 likes, he has to get a what was the tattoo going to say?
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert anywhere on his body, and because he didn't put
Not anywhere, not out of your choice.
on your forehead, mate.
and because he didn't put a time limit on the on that, it can just go on forever. So as soon as it hits 100 likes, he will get that tattoo.
I've only ever hit 100 likes on one tweet, and that was years ago. I don't think.
Well, we've got plenty of time on this
Well,
one, so
I think aiming for 100 likes right now is very, very unlikely. But anyway, I think that is a good plan, and especially if we get it on his forehead.
I'm not getting no.
Well, obviously not really.
Not.
Where would you get it? Where would you actually consider getting it?
I could get it on my knuckles. Like, spoiler, I wouldn't fit with it.
Too many letters, mate. You might be able to get spoiler across you. Anyway, have we covered this?
No, we haven't covered
theme
that.
park?
We was rambling to cover the time when you
When I
disappeared
went
on
for
your
a
jollies.
little toilet break.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay, let's cut to camera 4. So there's going to be the Avengers campus in Disneyland, which this is the last little bit of Marvel news we've got.
That's going to be very cool.
Well, I hope it's as cool or maybe even better than Galaxy's Edge because that looks freaking awesome.
Yeah.
And that is our, if there's a kind of point we want to aim to at this
Galaxy's Edge.
podcast, we want to do a podcast from Galaxy, not from Galaxy's Edge.
Well,
but
we want to vlog.
a
We
vlog.
want to vlog Galaxy's Edge.
That'd be the pinnacle for me.
I think
that
to
would be.
to be fair, if we're going to do it, now's the best time.
Kickstarter.
How
Go
cheap,
fund me.
how cheap flights are at the moment with the coronavirus going on.
That's true. There might not be many people there.
Exactly. We can get to Savvy's workshop. Let's do it.
So if I set up
Book
an
it
OnlyFans,
tomorrow.
if I set up an OnlyFans, I reckon I can make all of about £2.
I reckon you'd lose
reckon
money
we
if
can
you
get
set
some-
up
I
an
reckon I-
OnlyFans.
I probably wouldn't know.
What
Yeah.
would you put on the OnlyFans? Naked pics.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Oh, what?
Spoiler alert tattooed on his
Actually,
arse on OnlyFans.
I'd be tasteful with it.
You'd be tasteful.
I'd be tasteful.
You'd put like your hands over.
Hands over.
Hands over.
Hands
Okay.
a leaf over.
Anywho, let's have a look at some
Can
of
we
these
can we go
pictures.
back to this, please?
Let's just forget what he just said and let's have a look at. I don't want to read it. The pictures just look. I think do justice enough. So obviously you're gonna have sort of like interactive things. I imagine it'll just be pretty much like Galaxy's Edge. It's just gonna be a campus where there's gonna be some of the heroes walking around and It's going to be a go fun time, and everyone's going to have a good old time, and it's going to cost a fortune.
I'm going to take a couple bits from this. So it
Go on.
says, so you've got Doctor Strange will train recruits in the ways of the mystic arts at an ancient sanctum. While you can encounter Iron Man in his new armor.
What is the Mark 80?
The Mark 80, and meet Ant-Man and the Wasp, Black Widow, Black Panther, Thor, and the Guardians of the Galaxy, Captain America, and Captain Marvel. Guess we'll also be able to see never seen before high-flying stunts courtesy of your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
So it's just a guy doing backflips.
Yeah, pretty much.
You spend £3,000 on going to just to probably get into the park.
And also, Taskmaster will make their debut at the Avengers campus.
Is that's just to try and think it into Black
Oh
Widow,
yeah,
right there.
100%.
Although bear in mind
well-
this opens in July, doesn't it?
Yeah, but out of all the villains, you get Taskmaster. If you go to Avengers Campus, I want Thanos. I want the big
I'd like
Infinity
to see Thanos
Gauntlet
as well.
and-
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I don't want Taskmaster. Out of all the bad
Taskmaster's
guys,
sick, though.
where's Loki? Where are they all? Fucking Taskmaster.
I reckon they'll use that as like a projection for films now. The Avengers Campus, or the TV shows as well.
What do you mean?
So I reckon they won't obviously do it so it's like tightly packed. But every time a new release comes out, something will change about the Avengers Campus.
Yeah, but they don't do that with Galaxy's Edge. Galaxy's Edge, the technical timeline of that is set between Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker.
yeah,
But since then, nothing's changed. So if you go up to Rey, there's a guy who went up to Rey. He had got one of the Savvy's Workshop lightsabers. He goes all a guy called Dano. He goes there all the time. I think he lives in California. Or lives near California.
Okay.
He goes quite often. He went up with he got some guy was selling on eBay or something like 3D printed parts that you can put onto the Savvy's Workshop lightsaber and screw onto them, and they made like a Rey lightsaber from the end of The Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah.
Not to spoil anything for anybody.
Yep.
Technically,
Kind
it's
of.
kind of a spoiler.
Strike one.
That's nice. First strike.
Strike one.
2 more, I'm out. And he went up to her and said, "Oh, what do you think of this?" And like tried to get a reaction and stuff like that. But they can't kind of act like they know because it's obviously set in a different
Yeah.
timeline. So I don't. Maybe they're going to. I wonder if they're going to change the Galaxy's Edge soon, or in some time soon, or in a couple of years' time, or whatever. And they're going to change the characters so you don't got Kylo walking around and stuff, and you got other characters. Maybe they'll go back in time and have like a, I don't know, like a prequel style. You know, have like people.
Jar Jar Binks walking around the park.
God knows. So I don't think they should kind of stick in that one little bit of timeline forever.
No.
They should change it.
change it up.
I
It'll get boring,
yeah,
won't
I think they will. But I think like the way that the one thing I do like that Star Wars did is they got very interactive to sort of get an audience excited about Rise of Skywalker. Is what they did with Fortnite.
Oh yeah,
They put the clip on Fortnite, didn't they?
I didn't like that.
And they had like, it was a clever move. It was a very clever move.
It was a clever move, but that could have been in the movie. That I know exactly what you're on about with the Emperor's voice in Fortnite, but that should have been in the movie.
Because it was part of the plot,
Yeah,
essentially. Because
Yeah.
obviously they only mention it briefly in the film while we've heard the
Oh,
radio.
the dead speak.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you get that, and that's not
Fortnite. It's not how you should do it.
the game.
No, it's not how they should do it, but I like that they did something different.
Yeah,
No one's done that before.
I know,
And
but
it got a lot of people excited.
it's the wrong type of film to do it with. I think that film needed to be Avengers Endgame level awesome.
Yeah, but we've said
For
that-
it to-
we've said this on the other 2 episodes. We've said that it needed to be on par with
It needed
Endgame.
I'm still. I can't get over it. I'm still caught up on it. That they could have done so much more with it.
Yep.
I'm gutted that it's. I don't want an episode 10, but I wanted to make up for that film.
Yeah, but they're not going to do an episode 10. They're going to they're going to start a new timeline.
They should
Not
do.
not a new timeline. I reckon it'll be a new saga. It won't be set in. It'll be set in the same timeline as the Skywalker. It won't be set on like a
Oh
parallel.
no, it won't be a parallel sort of universe.
It will be set in a different time period.
Yeah.
yeah,
Not
that's
different,
what you
not
mean.
different. Yeah, is that what you meant?
Yeah.
Or did you mean like restarting the
I
Skywalker?
don't,
No,
I don't
not-
think.
not-
I don't
not
think. By the
restarting
looks of his face, I
Skywalker.
don't think he actually knew what he meant.
Yeah.
I think he was talking
to
shit
be fair,
again.
9 times out of 10, I don't. Right, 2 out of 3 times I've proven you wrong. So go fuck yourself. No, I mean like they're not going to go on and do like an episode 10. So they're not going to have Rey in it again or anything like that.
They'll have a descendant of Rey.
I don't even think they'll do it as a descendant of Rey because
Go
now that she's taken the name Skywalker, it will technically be part of a Skywalker saga.
I don't want no more Reys.
No.
Get rid of Rey. She was a crap character. Don't care what anyone
So
says.
this is
that's
what I'm-
probably going to piss a lot of people off.
I
But
agree.
This is what I mean, though.
Get rid of
They've got to go down a different route. So whether they put it in the same timeline, they're not going to go back. If anything, they'll go forward.
No, they won't. I'm telling you, this whole High Republic stuff that's now set 200 years before Phantom Menace. They're going to eventually. These are the seeds that are being planted. The
Yeah.
novels come out, get people in the mood, and then they're going to bring out some form of High Republic movies.
There's talk of them doing something based around like the Knights of the Old Republic,
That's.
Yeah.
I would rather.
which would be awesome.
I'd rather an Old Republic set thousands of years before.
I'd like to see Revan and Malak.
Something that's not close because you get brand new characters. It's 200 years before. There's still people that are hanging around. Like
Yeah.
Yoda's still technically he's still alive. He's still at that point probably like what 500, 400 years old. It was 900 in The Empire Strikes Back because it says there were 900
yeah.
years that you reach. Look as good you will not. So
Yeah, 400, 600 years old.
yeah. So he's going to be about that age in this High Republic timeline. So, and going by Baby Yoda standards, who's like I think it's like 50 or something like that.
Yeah.
Yoda, and he's only Baby Yoda's a baby, so he's only going to be probably in his 20s technically. In dog years.
Taking back to his teen years.
Yeah,
Grouchy Yoda.
grouchy.
Crouchy.
Get out of my room, man. Mum, I can't do it, Yoda. Mum, get out of my room. Get out of my room, you must.
What has this podcast ascended into?
I think that's better than Jake's Shaggy impression.
No, no, it's really not.
Anywho,
This podcast will be right back after technical issues.
what did it sound like? I don't even know what it sounded like. Get out of my room, man.
Strike two.
Anyway,
If we're doing bad accents, you're on strike 5 now, mate.
hey,
That was
as bad
worse
as
than
Jake's.
mine, wasn't
That
it?
was worse than
No,
your
it
one.
wasn't. Mine wasn't racist.
I was trying to copy Weird Al's Amish Paradise.
Whatever you
But
say.
to be fit, right? So he's got Shaggy. Have you got any impressions that you can do?
Yoda.
You can't do Yoda.
Let me think. My answer's going to be no.
No,
I
Go on,
don't
Ash,
think
what-
so.
What have you got?
I've got Smeagol.
Go on then.
do Schmeagol.
Stupid fat hobbitses.
Yeah. What about you, Daniel Radcliffe impression? Oh wait,
That's just
You
talking,
just-
mate.
you just-
That's just
you-
talking in the way that I look.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
At least you agree. At least it's finally admitted it,
Well,
everybody.
I feel like it's at that point now where I can't disagree. I feel like you've said it in every episode so far.
Embrace it,
And
mate.
it will be said in every episode from now on.
Embrace it. You've got Harry Potter tattoos for Christ's sake. Just embrace it. You basically
I'm
Harry
surprised.
Potter.
To be fair, I'm
Get him
surprised
some
that
round
hasn't been
glasses
I'm
and-
surprised that hasn't been mentioned before. That I've got the Harry Potter tattoos.
Well, I'm not surprised, Rob. You're a big Harry Potter fan,
I am a big Harry Potter fan.
and you like tattoos.
I need to get the sleeve finished. To be fair, it's not finished yet.
You've not, but we ain't made of money.
It's expensive work.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like
We've gone massively off subject.
We've gone majorly off the topics that we have planned for today. We're trying. Bless our hearts.
We
We
are.
do try, but we do go on avenues that we shouldn't technically go down.
Let's go back down to the gaming world.
Let's go to the gaming world. Actually. Let's take us there.
Let's
Take us
go
on the
back to the
ride.
gaming world. So we've got one more trailer to show.
Have we? Which trailer do
We
you want
have
to show?
the Broomstick League.
Oh, yes. I've not seen this yet.
So we spoke last week.
I'll trust you pick the one trailer that I haven't got linked up already.
Oh, come on, man. So we spoke last week about about this Broomstick League, and it's on pre-release at the moment, I believe, on Steam. And the trailer that we will be showing you in a minute, once Adam gets himself set up,
That's enough
is based on is a PS4 release trailer that was released a week ago. So I believe they're releasing the game on consoles once it's on full release on Steam. So yeah, you haven't seen this.
I've not
yet,
seen it,
have
but
you?
you were telling me about it last week, and it sounds pretty awesome.
Well, it's how we
But
got the title of the
I wa-
last video. What the fuck is a quaffle?
Oh yes,
Yes. Yeah, we won't be putting swear words in our titles anymore.
No, we
No.
won't because somebody. Well, yeah, let's not go into that. Anyway,
So
we're about to find out, everybody, what the fuck a quaffle is.
So yeah. So for the audio viewers, again, this is another one that we'll have a link for you.
Let's play.
Let's go.
I hope this is the right trailer.
Yeah, it is. That's what the fuck a quaffle is.
So is this a mod though?
No, this isn't a mod. This is a full game that's going to be released. Turn that down a little bit so we can talk over it.
It's just got lawsuit written all over it.
It doesn't look like Harry Potter though to me.
No, the fact that it's sort of based on Quidditch is Harry Potter.
I can see you spending a lot of time playing this game.
Oh
though.
yeah, 100%. But I love Rocket League, and this is loosely based on Rocket League as well, which is very cool.
I just saw a dab.
Dab, yeah.
Yeah.
Ruined all chances. of this game being any good.
No.
I like that arena. It's on the back of a dragon. That's awesome.
Where's Harry?
There is no Harry.
I wonder, do you know you can get skins for the vehicles?
There's different broomsticks that you can.
Broomsticks.
Yeah.
Exciting.
Fucking. Oh.
Well, it's not exactly vehicles, is it? You've got the broomstick to travel on. That's all you've got.
Yeah, but I'd rather skins of characters. Like you could play as.
Yeah, I can imagine there'll be
yourself
different
and
characters.
Ron. Your good pal Ron.
I can imagine there'll be
How
different
is
skins.
Ron these days anyway?
Ron's pretty good.
Is he?
Yeah.
How's
he's pretty
Hermione?
good. I'm pretty. They're still together.
They're still boning.
Yeah, still boning.
Well,
I feel underwhelmed.
that looks like a very meh.
I think
you bigged that up too much, Ash.
no, that's more of a me thing. That is obviously I'm gonna get excited about something like that because it is loosely based on Harry Potter.
It's called Quidditch, mate. Of course, it's not loosely.
Well,
It's
not
based.
It's not called Quidditch. It's called Broomstick League.
Oh, sorry.
So it is loosely based on Harry Potter. Which back in the day on the original Xbox there was Harry Potter Quidditch World Cup.
Yeah, I remember that.
I don't know if you remember playing that.
I don't remember playing it because I hate Harry Potter.
I don't remember that game.
Do you not remember that game?
Quidditch game.
I remember the Harry Potter games. I remember Harry Potter 1, the Philosopher's Stone.
Oh god,
what did they call it in America?
Sorcerer's Stone. But no, this Quidditch World Cup, you started in Hogwarts, had to win the House Cup, and then you went on to like countries.
But what was the gameplay like?
It was basic, but like
Yeah.
back in the days, it was good. I really enjoyed it. Obviously, I would.
Of course you would.
And I'd love it if they did a remaster of it. But
I don't think there's enough people asking for it, mate.
there's a lot of people.
People banging on the doors of Warner. We want the Quidditch remaster, please.
Come on,
When they really should be asking for, can we have the Simpsons Hit and Run remaster /
Yeah.
sequel, please?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what's more important, mate.
Fuck Quidditch.
Well, not for me.
Quidditch.
Quidditch. Yeah, Quidditch now.
Quit it.
We've got a podcast and none of us can
Quit it.
actually speak proper English. Yeah, you got me who's from up north that can't speak English anyway.
Yeah.
Sorry, what was that?
Exactly. So I try my hardest. He
Addis.
keeps fucking up his words and spotting and everything. And you're the only one. And you just keep with your segues. Obsessed with segues, this guy.
Well,
I'm just going to pull it back a bit.
I have to. We're trying to keep the video around the video or the podcast around an hour.
Well,
and if I let you two speak the way that I know you can, he will spoil every film that's actually been made, and you two just won't stop talking for like 4 hours.
Bruce Willis was dead at the end of Sixth Sense.
I think that's technically.
You said that last time.
Did I?
Hey Jake,
Yeah.
I think that's strike one.
Well, for Ash.
Yeah.
What have I done?
Contention.
Oh, fuck off.
Causing contention within
Fuck
the
off.
podcast right there. That's
Fuck
strike one.
off.
Ooh. Next
Right.
week there won't be anyone. Just be some microphones for
Right.
an hour.
I'm just gonna pull this back a bit.
Right, stop
just gonna-
segueing, yeah. Sticking with gaming.
There we go. Segue.
Sticking with gaming. Well, you said you was underwhelmed by the Broomstick League, so I'm taking us very quickly away from
Take
that.
me to something that I'm not gonna be underwhelmed by Ash. Like
Warzone.
Oh, fuck it.
Warzone.
Tell me about Warzone.
It's just a little quick thing. Warzone. I fucking hate you
The
guys.
complete wrong thing that I thought you were going to go in. I highlighted something earlier, but bless you.
Well, I can't remember.
Warzone, go on.
Warzone, new Call of Duty Battle Royale mode.
Yeah.
I thought they already had a Call of Duty Battle Royale.
They did.
No, they
Well,
had on the previous
Black
Call
Ops
of
4,
Duty. But
Was
they,
it rubbish?
No, it was good.
No, it was good.
I don't play COD anymore.
this
I've not played
one-
COD for years.
This one was released yesterday, the 11th.
You
I think.
checking your watch?
I was
sir?
checking my watch, checking the date.
You seeing how much time you got left till you have to go home?
Yeah, pretty much.
I want to go to bed.
No, it was released yesterday, and in the first 24 hours, it beat both Fortnite and Apex on the amount of players that actually play the game.
Is it players?
It's players. It's 6 million players.
Wow.
Apex hit 1 million in the first 24 hours, and Fortnite hit 10 million in 2 weeks. So
Someone's done his research.
I had to. It was literally like 30 seconds before the podcast started. Yeah, so
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. And I think once the boys both get that game downloaded, it's something that we'll probably end up playing.
Yeah, COD Battle Royale. Is it? I've not seen any gameplay for it. I've not played
It
COD
looks good.
probably since. Actually, the last time I played COD was when they brought the remastered for COD 4. That's the last time I played.
It looks good.
Yeah, it's all right. But
I can't do Battle Royale. I've been put off by it. I mean, I tried, obviously when Fortnite was the big craze, I tried that. And then when Apex was the big thing, I think I played one match and I was like, I don't know whether I suck at it. I don't get the whole hype behind the Battle Royale
Apex
game.
I played a lot of.
I know. I checked your achievements the other day on bloody Xbox. You got enough.
I've played a lot of games.
Yeah.
Ash is the. How do you defeat one who has no life? That's a South Park reference right there.
It's very true.
We need a sword of 1,000 truths to beat this guy.
Fucking lot just to get me out of the house, mate.
Okay. Right, I'm gonna go on to this now because Ash brought up the wrong
what was
thing.
it you wanted to talk
I
about?
don't know. I've lost it now. Thanks, because you took me
God.
off the loop.
I apologise.
It actually has gone, but it's a good job I remember it off the top of my head.
Go on then.
The Witcher 4 is
Yes.
going to begin. They've announced it's going to begin development once Cyberpunk 2077
Yeah, so what I've read about
releases.
what I've read about this is they're still having a team dedicated to DLC and multiplayer on Cyberpunk.
Okay.
And having a smaller team starting off on the new Witcher title, whether it'll be called The Witcher 4, I don't know. It might be something unrelated.
I think it'll be called The Witcher 4.
Tell me more about The Witcher 4 because you know more about it than me. Has there been any other news come out about it? Or
This is actually probably.
because you said something about it not being actually Geralt's not in it.
Yeah,
So Geralt. I don't think
that's
Geralt
the
will
only
be
thing
in it.
that's been confirmed. Is that
Geralt's not in it.
Is that the game is not going to be based around Geralt?
Is it a prequel?
Who
That I
knows?
don't know.
Who knows?
I think it will be called The Witcher 4, and I think it will follow. It will come after The Witcher 3. Obviously, this is all just speculation at the moment. No one actually knows anything.
Will it be about a new Witcher?
I think it'll be about a new Witcher. I don't know if either of you have watched the Witcher TV series.
Nope.
Up to
Saw me watch list on
I'm up-
Netflix,
I'm up
but
to
this
episode
guy
6.
has not
You're up
got
to
around to
episode
watch.
6.
Yeah.
Okay, right. I won't go into that then. I won't spoil.
Because that would be
anything for you.
spoilers.
No,
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
I have
and
a
we
filter.
do not spoil things on this
I
podcast.
have a
No, we do
filter.
not.
If no
A
one,
fresh start.
if you haven't watched it, I do recommend watching it. It is very, very good. I've watched the series through twice now. I think
You've watched it twice.
I've watched it twice.
It's come out in January.
I know. I really enjoyed it.
I didn't think it was that good. I watched like the first couple episodes, and I think The Boys is a far better TV show.
The
than
Boys is good.
The Boys is
better
awesome.
than Witcher.
Yeah, The Boys is very good.
How was
But I
Henry
do
Cavill
like
as
The
Geralt?
Oh, it was good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Is he
says that a lot.
really sweary?
Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
You'll know the scene I'm on about where he just goes into like fight in the streets.
Hold on.
There he goes.
And it's just like fuck.
Contain those spoilers, boys.
That wasn't a spoiler.
It's technically the kind of a preview, I guess. We'll let you off.
Thank you.
Oh, that would be straight.
No more strikes.
One thing I want to bring up quickly.
Go on, bring it up.
Today, as in March the 12th, Lego Super Mario, not game, Lego Super Mario set.
Toys.
Yeah, you showed us a
So
video.
yeah, Adam, this is when you have to get the trailer up for, I believe.
Okay.
Have a look.
You want a
I
trailer?
think because I don't think you've watched this yet.
No, I've not
properly.
watched this. You were playing it earlier.
I've watched this.
And I think the concept, the idea of this is bloody amazing, and I'm so excited for it. I won't lie to you guys.
Do.
Turn that back up.
Hold on,
sorry.
no, not yet. Not yet. 1 second. Right.
It's
Let me
very-
switch to camera 4.
There we go.
Right.
Lego Mario time! Here we go!
I feel really bad for the audio listeners. This is crazy.
It's nuts, isn't it?
The audio listeners aren't going to be enjoying this.
Yeah, I know. I feel bad for him, but that is mental. I don't even.
I mean, I don't even understand how it works, but
I don't personally. I don't get that. But
Well, Jake was saying that was something that he wants us to do a video of on the channel when it does come out.
I will be fully behind this Mario set. I mean, I love a bit of Lego.
I mean, we can have some. We can add it to the set. You know.
Yeah, of course.
That is meant. I just wasn't expecting it. It makes no sense.
It's like,
Who was asking for that?
oh, someone must have been.
Well, someone obviously.
I didn't know I wanted it until I saw it.
Random, like
It's come out of nowhere.
It's got Bluetooth on the back of it.
I
As well.
know.
You turn Mario into a speaker.
Yeah, for the audio listeners, we apologise that you couldn't really get much from that little section of the podcast, but check it out on YouTube. I just googled Lego Super Mario, and it was the first video that came up. That looks it looks fucking weird, but it looks pretty cool. If I'm honest,
it looks like something that Jake will definitely have a lot of fun playing, and you know that he'll be sat at home with his missus just creating like
She'll be like, Jake,
levels.
put it away, you idiot. And I'll be like, sorry.
it's not the first time she said that. How much do you reckon that stuff will cost?
It's going to be dead expensive.
Yeah, we've got Bluetooth on it. Maybe Lego with Bluetooth.
That's the most advanced bit of Lego ever.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Let's just second. We've covered all the news that we wanted to talk about.
Got everything there. I think the one thing that we have missed is the apparently the PS5 focus on single player games. I don't think we mentioned that yet.
Yeah, they've just kind of announced that their sole focus mainly is going to be kind of single player driven games.
I like that.
God of War, stuff like that.
I like that.
They make good games. Spider-Man PS4.
Yep.
They're doing good. If they kind of go with that theme and keep with those AAA games like that, I think they're going to do well.
I think with the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4, they had such a good run. I mean, they've had such a good run with their single player games, like Last of Us, the Uncharted collections, Spider-Man, Infamous.
Is Last of Us 2 coming out on this gen or next gen?
This gen.
Is it come? When's it come out?
I think it's May. I think it is.
Might get
but
pushed back.
I think they're going to do.
I doubt that'll get pushed back.
But I think they're kind of doing the similar thing they did with the Last of Us 1. So they bought the original Last of Us out towards the end of the PlayStation 3 cycle, only to re-release it on PlayStation 4. Same thing they did with GTA. GTA 5.
Same thing that they'll do that with.
I mean, it does. When you look at it financially, it's quite clever.
Yeah, it's quite clever.
Releasing something at the end of a gen, so everyone wants to play it, and then they want to play it on their new consoles. It's not doubling your profits, but yeah.
Well, if they bring out titles like God of War and PS5, it's been a long morning.
It's the evening now.
It is. It was a long day. Spider-Man PS4. There's been Last of Us. If they bring out stuff like that with the AAA games, I don't reckon they should focus on indie games and stuff like that.
I think personally, I prefer single player games, but
so do I.
With single player games, they need to make sure that it's long enough to justify the price, or they need to have a replay element to it. Because like we said last time, Star Wars Fallen Order I thought was an amazing game. It was over far too quickly, and it doesn't have a replay element.
No, it doesn't unless you want to kind of get the achievements and 100% the game.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It's games. It's the open world games. They're the games that hook me after the game. Red Dead Redemption 2, I can still play now, even though I completed the story.
I didn't even finish the story. I bought it, and I must have spent however many hours on that game, and I got distracted by everything else, and then I got bored.
So much to it.
And then I got bored, and I still haven't gone back to it. Sam, I hate open world games.
You need to finish that story, man. The story from Red Dead 2 is better than Red Dead 1, in my opinion.
I haven't played it.
What, Red Dead 2?
No. You've not played Red Dead 2? Red Dead 2?
Red Dead 2. Red Dead 2.
Red Dead 2.
No, I've not played Red Dead 2. Oh, God.
I think mine was better than that.
Yeah, yours was. Yours was better than that. No, I've not played Red Dead 2.
You need to, Ash.
There's so much he needs to do, and I don't think he's going to have enough time.
No, I'm screwed.
Right. Get your Xbox on. Get another screen. Get your laptop up. Turn the porn off. Right? Get Joker on your laptop. I don't care how you get it. You know, do whatever you got to do.
Preferably through iTunes.
You know, purchase it. We'd always recommend purchasing the product.
Always.
But do whatever means necessary to watch this film.
Yep.
And play Red Dead at the same time.
But then I'll miss what's happening in the Joker.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Kill two birds with one stone. I want you here for next week. Yeah, and I want you to at least watch done one of the two, completing.
I feel
Red
like
Dead in a week is
Yeah,
quite
might be
I
difficult.
feel like Joker's going to be the cheaper option. So
I'm sure it will be. I'm sure you'll find a way.
we'll go with Joker.
He'll find a way not to watch it now.
Actually,
yeah, 100%.
actually, you'll have a week to watch this film.
I've had months to watch this film
I know,
and I've not
but
done it.
with the pressures on now.
You got to do it.
Yeah, that'll be strike free.
I haven't even had Strike 2 yet.
Well, you're gonna get it soon. You know.
Right, I'm being screwed over here.
Right, should we wrap up? Because I feel
Yeah.
like we've gone on some tangents tonight, but I feel like we've done all right.
I like what we've spoken about.
I feel like we've slowly but surely kind of dragged our way through this episode of the podcast, and we've made it to the end.
well, considering
Well,
we
so well done,
we had a
guys.
shorter amount of time to do anything and for things to come out, I think we've covered a lot of stuff.
Well, I think we could talk for hours.
We could.
Oh yeah, 100%. That's what I'm here for.
Wait until we
Yeah,
do
well,
the 24-hour podcast, guys.
exactly.
Making promises
To
I can't
segue
keep.
you away.
Well,
But,
yeah, what would you do in a 24-hour podcast? Because you couldn't do many segues in that.
no,
I reckon it-
Because we'd have to talk shit for
Yeah,
something. Like
I'd just sit here and let you guys chat.
okay,
And then every now and then Ash comes in with, and on this note,
I'm just gonna play it back.
Did you hear about the Harry Potter news?
Right, anyway, I'm just gonna play it back now, guys.
Okay, thank you.
We're gonna go. And we're gonna say bye. Adios, everybody.
night.
Thank you for listening to episode 3. Ash, actually, lad, you're the host for today.
Yeah.
So can you please?
So thank you very much for tuning into episode 3. Make sure you check us out on Instagram, Twitter, Spotify, Stitcher, iTunes,
Google Podcast.
Google
Google-
Podcast,
yes,
and
we're on.
apparently someone's listening to us on Chromecast as well.
Is that just a device that
That's a
listens?
device, though. So they
Yeah,
probably
the-
someone's obviously asked for it.
You said it. Where can they find us, boys?
Twitter.
No, like what's our handle? Come on.
Oh, at Fanboys Central. One
Thank
second.
you.
At Fanboys Central on Twitter and Instagram.
That was
And,
a lot more painful than it needed to be.
Search for. We don't have a handle for YouTube yet because we've not actually earned that many subscribers to get to that level.
Yeah, but
Links are all on.
If you search
in-
Fanboy Central, it's top one.
is it the top one?
It's top one.
Yeah, boys.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
boys.
made it. Top of YouTube.
Made it.
YouTube number 1.
But I'm going to segue us away from that.
Of course, mate.
Of course he is. Of course he is.
You're the Segway king. So
But no, thank you very much for listening. And you'll hear from us again next Wednesday. Thank you very much. Adios.
Merci,
bye bye.
And,
Bye bye.
and goodbye.
Good night.